A very good morning to my dear class 9 IT students. But today we'll be continuing within the same chapter. We were reading chapter number 9, electronic spreadsheet, and we will be starting up with session number 6, that is data formatting. So we know that for what we are using formatting. Let me give a recapitulation of it. Formatting is basically required to enhance the beauty of the worksheet, appearance of the worksheet, to make your worksheet more readable, more attractive. Okay, so we are using different methods, like we are making the data bold, italics, underline. We are changing the color also. We are increasing the font size also in order to highlight a particular data in a particular area. Okay, so like if you want to implement the number formatting, so let me write number for you so that we may implement the formatting. Okay, so whatever data I am entering here, if I want to put a particular format to that data, then I'll go in the format tab, then I'll click on the cells option. Okay, so it will show me different formats. So accordingly you may select any of the format and then click OK. So you will see accordingly the data will be converted. So as per your requirement you may change it. Okay, what else you can do? You can right click and go in the format cells option. Again the same dialog box will appear, and whatever formats you are selecting and clicking in OK, it will be changed according to that only. Okay, so you can implement these things on other things also, like you have many options in this category. In number tab you will have category options, so you may apply effects on different things, like if you want to represent your money in terms of like this rupees should be there, INR should be there. So according to your convenience you may change the format. See, data will remain the same, but the way of representation will change. Okay, like if you want to represent time, so time can be represented in different ways, date can be represented in different ways. Okay, like if you want to represent anything else, like fraction in the form of different methods are there, you can select any one of it and it will be done. Okay, so now let us move to the next part of the lecture, and that is number. I have told you how to represent them, and now working with the text formatting. If you have written any of the text, okay, so whatever text you are writing, so if you want to get formatting to that, like you want to change the font style, so for that again you need to select the text, then go in the format and cells option. There you will get font option, so you can change the font of the particular text that you are using for writing. So you can see the preview also. Okay, so in preview also you are getting an idea how the data will look like. Fine, so bold, italic effects you want to give, you want to increase the size, so accordingly you can do it. Fine, so I'm just now undoing it so that we may implement further things also. Like again I'm going here and you will see the font effects option. Okay, so you can fill color also if you want to. Okay, so it will look like in that way only that you will be describing it. So main concern is ours is alignment tab. So I'll click on this alignment tab. So here you can see in the book part what he is describing. Like you can select the horizontal alignment, you can select the vertical alignment. Okay, so alignment means where it should lie. Like if you want that the text should lie in the center part of the cell, in the right part of the cell. Okay, so right now I'm clicking on right and clicking on OK. So you see this data has been aligned towards the right side of the cell. Earlier it was here. Okay, if I undo it you will find that the data has been shifted back. Fine, so in this way we can add what, otherwise also we can use this format cell right click option. Okay, so you can select the vertical alignment also, but vertical alignment will be visible when you will increase the height of this particular row. So now you will see by default the text is aligned at the bottom of the cell, but if we are putting the vertical formatting, so this type of formatting, if the text is being moved left, right. Okay, so there are many other options also. Center, if you are want to align it center, so it will come in the center. Okay, and if you want to set the vertical alignment, you want it should come on the top. Okay, so okay, so you will find it is coming at the top and in the center, because we have set the horizontal as well as the vertical alignment. Okay, in this way you can set them. Fine, so here it is discussing about the same. Fine. So if you're selecting filled option, you can see in the horizontal tab you will get different effect. You must see it will fill it with the same data, okay, till the size of the cell is available. Fine. After that, like text orientation, if we want to change, okay, so for that what we are trying to do, let us work with this. So I'm again going in the format cell option. Here you find this, if you want to means manage it vertically, the text should be managed vertically. You can see the text is horizontally, but you want to represent it vertically, you just click it here and click on OK. You see the text has been shifted in vertical format. Okay, I'm just undoing it. Okay, then next is if you want to change the alignment. Okay, so this was for the vertical stack, and if you want to change the alignment, either you can use this dial, okay, or you can give degrees from here to rotate. So you will see as I will rotate it, the alignment of the text preview, you can get it from here, it will keep on shifting, or either you can do it in this way also. So accordingly the text will also change. Okay, so you can see it has changed its direction. Okay, so either we can use the degrees or we can use the dial to shift the position of the text. Okay, so next topic is setting the font size and the typeface. That I have cleared you that using the font family, style and size we can do it very easily. Okay, next is using the formatting toolbar. So this is your formatting toolbar where you can set the font style, the size, the bold italic effects, the color option, okay, the alignment. Okay, so everything you can set it from the formatting toolbar as per your convenience. Here you will get that text should be aligned towards the right, to the center alignment. Okay, if you want to fill color, okay, here you can wrap the text. Okay, so if the text is too long and it is not coming in that particular area, so what we can do, we can wrap the text. Means if the text is going beyond the size of the, like this, so what we can do, we can select it, and then what we can do, then wrap text. So it will wrap the content of the text within the given cell only. Okay, so in this way you can use it. Fine. If you don't want to increase the length of this column, then what you can do, you can use the wrap text option from here. This is the wrap text option. Fine. So next is fill these things. The arrangement of the data or the information in a particular style or format is known as data formatting. Okay, which of the following is not a category in the number formatting? So answer is R. So because these all are in the number. Okay, so you can apply the text formatting to the text by using the formatting toolbar. Yes, true, we have seen that this is the formatting toolbar where from where we can apply the formatting. Okay, so next topic is session number 7, that is exploring formulas. So what are formulas? Formulas, they are the essential part of the spreadsheet program because they help us in doing some calculations. Okay, so when we are considering a function actually is a predefined formula that takes values and performs calculation on whatever data you are passing and then returns a result. So I repeat, a function is a predefined formula, okay, that takes a value and performs the calculation on that particular value and then returns the result. Okay, like you are doing a plus b. Okay, like you want to add these two numbers together. So for adding these two numbers together, we will be writing a formula using the operators and the cell addresses. Like this particular cell has an address A3. Okay, I want to add this A3 with A4. Okay, so what I'll write, A3 plus A4. So it will give me 7.00. So we will be if we are generating our own formulas like I have given you, then that is known as formula. But if we use some inbuilt functions that are given by this LibreOffice Calc, then that function that is predefined is called your function only. Okay, so your predefined formulas are your functions. Okay, I'll show you where these functions are. Here you can see in the sidebar fx option, that is functions. Okay, so these functions are the predefined formula. So when I click it on, you will see different categories of functions available. Like I click on database, so these are the database related functions. So if we click on mathematical, so you will find mathematical functions, and I'll show you how to use them when the next topic will come. So from here, this sidebar, we can select different functions that are inbuilt. Inbuilt means they have been predefined. Okay, so we have to use these predefined function. We have to just pass the values on which this particular operation has to be performed, and we are done with it. Okay, so right now I'm closing it. Okay, next is entering formulas. So formula is an expression or an equation that calculates data in the worksheet. Okay, so using these functions we will be calculating something, and that will be stored saved in this worksheet. Okay, so one most important thing is that before we write formula, we must use equal to sign. So here you can note down the formula starts with equal to sign, and if depends upon your requirement ki what operator you will be using, which operator you will be using, and you will be specifying the cell address also. Then this combination of operators, values and cell addresses will give you a given formula. Okay, so functions, I hope the difference between the function and the formula is clear. That function is predefined, formula means that has been defined previously in the Libreoffice Calc, and we are just directly going to use it, like you know, cos theta, sin theta. Okay, so these are the different functions. So if you want to like cos theta, if I'll double click it on, it will give me, and here I need to pass like cos 30 I want to calculate, so it will give me value like this only. So these are predefined formulas, I just have to use them, click them and pass the values, and it will give you the result. Okay, like I want to calculate the power, so firstly I will place my cursor somewhere where I want to have this value, so I'll click on power, so this function will come. Then I'll pass the values, like I want to calculate 2 raised to power 3, so my base is 2 and the power is 3, so I want to calculate 2 raised to power 3. So when I'll click on enter, it will give me 8. 2 raised to power 3 is 8. So you can see before the function we have to write equal to. Okay, so inside it whatever we are writing is they are the arguments. Okay, so the function itself, this inbuilt function, these inbuilt function, they will tell you itself how many arguments are allowed and what should be passed on. It will give you an idea. Likewise, you have seen here, when I'm clicking it on, it is telling me write the base here and write the power here, and then it will give you the answer when you are passing these arguments. These are, so power function actually supports two arguments, one is the base, another one is the power. Okay, so name of the function is power, and equal to is mandatory whenever we are using a function or a formula. So formula you will be defining, that will not be existing. And how you will be defining the formula? By writing means using operators, values and cell addresses. Like if you want to add these two numbers, let us say this and this you want to add, so what I'll do, if you want to write your own formula, you'll write equal to first. Okay, firstly we'll be writing equal to, like I want to take result here. Actually this has to be removed, actually it is working on it, so it is not required. Like I just want to add two numbers, these are the two numbers, so I want to add them. So firstly I'll write equal to. Okay, then what is to be added? This. So automatically the cell address will come here. 8 cell address is D14. Okay, so D14 plus what I want to do, I want to add the two numbers, then select the second number, so it will write D15 automatically. Okay, then I'll press enter, so you will see the result of addition of the two. Or what else I can do, I can use inbuilt function also, like mathematical function. It will be sum, I think. Here we can see sum. Okay, so if I'll double click it on, it will come here. Now whatever numbers you want to add, like I want to add these two numbers. Okay, so these two number range I have given, like from here to here. Fine, so D14 to D15 I want to add, just press enter, you will get the same answer like we were getting here. So here formula we have written, here we have used the function. So this is the inbuilt function that has been predefined in the LibreOffice Calc, and here is the formula that we have written. Okay, I hope the difference is clear. The formula is a combination of values. So these were the values here. Okay, here you can see these were the values D14 and D12. Like if I want to value also I can add, like I want to add 1 also along with it. So now you will see it will add 8 plus 4 plus 1, so it will give 13. So you can see, so you can add values. This is a value, okay, and this is your cell address, and plus is your operator. So a formula is a combination of values, operators, and the cell addresses. Okay, so in this way you can write your own formula, or you may use your inbuilt functions that are given by the LibreOffice Calc. Okay, I hope it is clear now. Okay, so let me see further what he is asking to explain next. So he has explained the same concept, like you can add these two numbers by writing your own formula, or you may use this sum function, okay, that inbuilt function to just pass the values and obtain the result. Okay, so let us move to the next topic now. Okay, so he is entering the name of student, then marks of the students, and then he is performing the calculation. So we can also do that. Okay, so let me clear the contents first. See, one thing I'll want to tell you that as we were having in MS Excel the clear format painter that was copying the formatting of the particular text. Okay, so if you want to, like I want that this cell size should be like this only, so for that what I should do, I should select the desired cell of which I want to copy the formatting, and then right click and then clone formatting I need to click on, and then just select it here, and ultimately you will find it is done. Sorry, you will not be able to copy the row height. Actually it will be implementable on the contents of the cell only. Okay, so now let us move to the next topic. That is what is it, using operators and functions within the formula. Okay, so again he has given the definition. Functions are the predefined formulas that are used to perform the basic or the complex operations on the specified range of cells. Okay, so you need to specify the range, then these functions will work. I have shown you some function how it works. Okay, so next is I told you that before writing a function you need to write what? You need to write equal to sign. Okay, so let us create such type of sheet here. So here if you want to write title, for that you must use this merge and center. Okay, so now inside this you will be able to write very easily, like mark sheet, chalo marks in Hindi and English. Okay, so here we can write the name of the student. Okay, here we can have the marks in Hindi. Okay, here we can have the marks in English subject. Fine, so here we can have total. Okay, so here I am writing name Ram, here Sita. Okay, Hindi Ram has scored like 89, and in English he has scored 99. So Sita has scored 98 and in 90. Okay, so how to calculate total? So firstly you need to, if you are using the functions, okay, like some function we want to use here, so you need to click on the sidebar. Okay, then you need to go in the mathematical option. Okay, then you need to select your sum. It will be arranged alphabetically, so sum you will find somewhere at the last, so you can search it, or you can use alphabets also to find it early. Okay, so here it is asking to means define the range or write the numbers. Okay, either you can select it like this, comma, or you can use semicolon like this also, it will work. Okay, so after that we need to enter it. So this is the total. So once it has calculated the total of 1, we can use this fill handle to drag and drop to calculate the marks of the other student also. So by chance they both are same. Okay, so total is same actually. So what we can do otherwise, like if we are creating our own formulas like equal to, okay, then we need to use this cell plus we will write by ourselves, then we can use this and press enter. So again we are getting the same result. Okay, so use the fill handle again and you can get the same result. I hope it is clear to you. So by using the functions, inbuilt functions, and by using the formulas, we can perform the similar type of operation. Here we are going to define how and what is to be done, and here automatically the function will be there. You need to just pass the arguments. Okay, so next very important topic is cell referencing in the worksheet. So what is cell references? Firstly you should be clear about it. Okay, so cell referencing, actually the definition says, is the method by which you refer to a cell or a series of cells in a formula. So now what it says, listen to it very carefully. See, actually cell referencing, it is a method in which you will refer to the cell, means you will select the cell or a series of cells. What is the series? Like these two I have selected, this become a series. Like if I am selecting these range, so it is a series. Okay, either you will select one cell or you will select a range. Like here you can see B2 like this. If otherwise what I can do, like you see again I am using this sum function. So here I am defining the range. I'll select these like this. Okay, I'm not writing, so this, when this colon is coming in between, so this is the range. Okay, so if I'm writing it like this, I'm selecting these three, so you can see the range has been extended to B5 to D5. Okay, but I want to add this B5 and C5 only, so I'll write this. You will see again the same result, and if I'll drag drop it, again I'll get the same result. So either you can pass it with the help of range, or you may specify the cell addresses also. And what I can do, I can pass value also, like I can write true here, TRUE, true. Okay, so true means 1. Okay, true means 1. Fine. So T should be capital. Actually it should it complete should be capital actually, because true has to be written in capital. Actually unnecessarily it will create problem otherwise, if I'll be writing it like this. So you see why it is giving me 189, earlier it was 188. Why it is giving me? Because I have written true here, and true means 1, false means 0. Okay, true means 1, false means 0. So we can pass values in the form of cells, or I can write true also. True, ultimately it will be converted to 1. So it is adding 89 plus 99 plus 1, so it gives you 189. Okay, so relatives, there are 3 types of referencing now. So cell referencing, I'm repeating again once, cell referencing is the method by which you refer to a cell or a series of cells in a formula. Okay, so you refer to a cell, means if you click the cell like this and write the formula like we have written here, or we can select the series like this. Okay, so it's your choice only. So there are 3 types of cell referencing. Okay, means the reference to the cell we are providing. Reference means the address to a cell. Okay, so there are 3 types of referencing, like relative cell referencing, absolute cell referencing, and mixed cell referencing. Relative cell referencing, please listen to it very carefully. These are very important terms, and you will have to perform this practical also in your final practical. Okay, so relative cell reference, it says the formula is copied in a new location in the worksheet. Okay, when a formula is copied to a new location in the worksheet, the cell references, means the cell addresses in the formula, change in relation to the new location in the formula. Like you see here, where you see here you have written b5 plus b6, so you are writing up this result in e5, so I can write e5. Okay, so this is e5, this location of the cell where I am taking this output is e5, so e5 is equals to b5. Okay, so this is b5 and this is c5. So when I click it and you press just F2, if you are using your laptop, you can use function key plus F2, so you will be able to know which all cell addresses are taking the values. Okay, so b5 this is and c5 this is, so when we'll press enter, you will find key these two are giving this result. Okay, so when we are moving down, so when we are changing the position, so what I have done, I have clicked this file handle and dropped it here. So ultimately this formula that was b5 plus c5 was copied here, but here it is not b5 c5, it has been changed to b6 plus c6. It is adding this value only. Let me change it so that you may be clear about the data. Like it is here 95. So now you see, as we are doing changes in the data, it is reflected automatically here. So when I am using this b5 plus c5, so let me remove one also so that no confusion is there. Okay, so you see, when we are adding these two things, means b5 plus c5, we are getting 188, and when we are adding 98 plus 95, we are getting 193. So this was b5 plus c5, and when we are dropping it, so it becomes b6 plus c6. Okay, so what I am trying to say, when you are copying a formula, your formula is copied to a new location. If by using this fill handle, what I am trying to do, I am copying this formula here. Okay, so the cell reference in the formula change in relation to the new location of the formula. So now my cell reference has been changed. It has changed from b5 to b6 and c5 to c6. So this is called relative cell referencing. So when you are copying the formula to a new location, the formula will also change accordingly, right? So this is known as relative cell referencing. Okay, so this is relative. Now if I want to implement next type of format referencing, that is absolute cell referencing, here what we will do, we will fix up the things. Okay, how we will fix up the things? In absolute cell references, the formula remains the same even if you are copying it from one location to another. Like you see here, I will do we are copying this is the formula. Okay, b5 plus c5, but now here it is b6 c6. Now observe it very carefully. So what I am trying to do, I am just taking this formula again here, and I am passing this cell range, add these two numbers. Okay, now what I will do, I will use I will pick my cursor here and I will press F4, so it will add a dollar sign that will fix up the column and fix up the row. Okay, here also I am using F4 along with function key if you are using laptop. Okay, otherwise also you can type yourself this dollar sign before the name of the column and the row. Okay, when I will press enter now, you will get the same result for this column only. Okay, for E5 only, but when I will drag and drop, you will see it is giving the same result, and if I use it here, it will give me the same. Why? Because it doesn't need any further reference, like it doesn't have to change. You just see here to what it is referring. It is F. I'm just pressing F2. You see, because the same address is being copied in every cell of the spreadsheet, so it is not required. Like यहाँ पे you need the data here, some data should be there. If I use this autofill handle, you just see here what I am trying to tell. Okay, let me just press enter, then it will work. If I drag and drop, you will get 0. यहाँ पे I will be using fill handle, you will get 0. Why? Because there is no data. This was relative cell referencing. You see how this 0 has been obtained. Nothing plus nothing is 0. You see, I am giving you, you see it is adding B8 plus C8, and there is no data in B8 C8. Okay, but when I refer to this, if you say, if you're talking about it, if I show you the result of it also, any of you can select and press F2. Okay, so you'll see nothing is present in the cell, that is why we are getting 0. But if I'll show you these things, let me show you this, to whom it is referring to, these cell contents, because we have fixed them up. B column is fixed, row is fixed. So when B and 5 both are fixed, it will always refer to this 89 only. When C and 5, column C is fixed and row 5 is fixed, it will always refer to this 89 or 99 only. So every time we are referring to the same cell address. Like I said ki you all will get 5 marks in your notebook maintenance. So if I have stored 5 here, so my cell address, actually it should be pressed enter, then only it will be fine. Okay, so I said ki you will get 5 marks, every student will get 5 marks. So I write notebook here. Okay, notebook, and 5 marks each, so 5. Okay, what is the cell address of it? See, if I drag and drop it like anywhere, so it might be like it will increase it. Like you see, I want to give 5 marks to each, but it is giving 6. I don't want that. What I will do, I want to keep this 5 fixed for all. So what I will do, you see the cell address. Okay, so what I will do, I'll put the cell address here. I will write, okay, 1 minute. So what I'll do, after writing here 5 for one student, then I'll come here and I'll click press equal to, and then I'll refer to this cell. Okay, so here I'm getting the address F5. Okay, but I want to keep it fixed for all, so it will be your absolute referencing. Okay, so I just want to keep this 5 always. So I have pressed F4 to make it fixed so that we may use the absolute reference. Okay, firstly you will get the address. What I am doing, I am repeating again. So initially for first student I have written key I have to give 5 marks, but I want to give my 5 marks to all. So in next column I am coming, I am pressing equal to, and then I'm clicking on this cell address, because the same value has to be copied for all. So if I'll use this, so it like this, so it will be relative cell addressing, but I don't want to make it, I want to make it absolute. So for that I am pressing F4 along with the function key. So the dollar sign will be added up and it will make it absolute. So now I'm pressing enter. So now you see when I'll drop it down, it will copy every time 5. So in this way I can give 5 marks to all. You will drag and drop up to your requirement and it will always give 5. Otherwise if you write 5 here and I'm using this fill handle, so what it is doing, you just see it is incrementing the value. Okay, I don't want, this is relative cell addressing, where the with corresponding change in the location the value is also changing. Okay, but here the value is fixed. So this is your absolute cell addressing. This is your relative, means in with the change in the position the value is also changing. So by putting the dollar sign you will have it in the absolute form. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So now comes your mixed cell referencing. So here you see we have fixed the column name is F, and we have fixed it by putting dollar sign, and row number is 5, and we have put dollar in before that to fix the row also. So column and the rows both are fixed. Why? Because we have put a dollar sign. Okay, so neither the row will change nor the column will change. But if we want to change the first part of the column, like we want to change the column but we don't want to change the row. Okay, so mixed reference means we will put dollar in front of either row or in front of column. Okay, so we'll obtain the different results. I hope the relative and the cell this absolute cell referencing is clear to you. Now I am demonstrating how the mixed cell referencing works. Okay, so now I'll be taking up few values to make it clear to you. Okay, so I have taken these 5 values, and here I am taking 5 more values 80, 90, and I am taking 100. Okay, so I want to do calculation addition of all these. Okay, so what I am trying to do, I'll be writing here equal to. Okay, then what I can do, I can write my own formula also, like I can specify the range, but for that I must have a sum function. Okay, so for writing up sum function, either you write if you manually write this formula, what you need to do, you need to write plus and plus and plus all values. Okay, like this plus this plus this plus this plus this. Okay, in this way you need to do, then it will be fine. Let me do it in both the ways so that your concept should be clear. So initially this is the cell E39, this is E and this is 39. Okay, next I want to add this plus this plus this, then plus this. Okay, so it is up to 43. Okay, now it is done, and then put this and enter. 1 minute. Why this error is there? Because in between we have pressed this colon, it should not be there, so instead of it plus. Okay, so now you see we have obtained the result 180. Fine. So let us check we have added the things properly or not. What all we have added? 10, 20, 30 and so on. 40, see 41 we have added 2 times, it was not required. Okay, so now we are getting 150. This is the right one. To add these 5 together we are getting 150. Okay, similarly we can do it here. So what we are trying to do, just copy it and paste it. So you see what is it, it is adding. You see, just it is adding up. I have copied this formula. Okay, this formula, it was like it was adding this, and when I pasted it here, so what result I am getting? I am getting 400, and if you add you will find it is 400 only. Okay, so it is giving, it has converted this formula. Okay, what was this formula? You see E39 to E43. So what it is doing? It is E42. You see H42, sorry, this is H first value, and it is going up to E46, H46, sorry. Okay, so if I'm copying the formula from here and pasting it here, it is implementing the same concept here. So this is relative cell referencing. Now let me show you the absolute cell referencing. For that we need to add $sign. For that I am pressing F4, okay, in front of everyone, so that we may fix them up, or you may add your signs yourself, means $sign in front of every. This is the shortcut key. Okay, so now I press enter. So you see it is 150 only, but when I copy it, okay, and paste it here, let me delete this value, now paste it here. Why it is giving 150? Because this formula, same formula has been copied here. You see the formula is the same. This is absolute reference. I told you 555. Why it was coming same? Because this complete address has been copied here. Okay, so whatever address I was having here has been copied here. Similarly, you see what is the formula here? It was this only, and same here. So same formula has been copied here, but when it was relative, it was changing relatively. Okay, so this is absolute. Now let me show you the mixed cell referencing. So here what I'll do, I'll remove $sign from the row first, and then I will remove the $sign from column also. Okay, Okay, I think I should do it. I should have done it here so that better you may get. Okay, I have removed. Let me check. Yes, it's done. So when I'll press enter, I'll get 100. Okay, but when I will paste it here, this formula I'm copying and I'm pasting it here. So you see what result I'm getting. I'm not getting 150. Okay, how it is doing, you just see it carefully, very carefully. I'm pressing F2 to show you what it is doing. So here you can see what is it trying to add. So you were supposed to add these, but you have fixed E. Okay, so you see here you have fixed E, column E is fixed, but rows are changing according to this. For this, if you see, rows were 39 to 43. Okay, but for this, rows are from 42 to 46. Okay, so you see 42 to 46 rows has been changed according to it. So 40, this and there is no data. Okay, so what it is doing, it is keeping this column fixed. It is not taking the values of this column. Okay, though you are pasting it here, but it was a case of mixed referencing, and you have kept the column E fixed everywhere. So column E will be taken from here and rows value are taken from here. Okay, the rows were 42 to 46, so it has taken the same rows. So you see there is no value, so it has not included. So whatever you are getting here is a sum of like 150 plus 50, that is 200, plus 40, that is 240. Okay, you see this way. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll remove this dollar sign. I'm now will not be keeping column E fixed. I am keeping the rows fixed. Let me do it here, that will be better for you. So that you may distinguish between the things very clearly. So what I'm doing, I'm putting dollar here. Okay, dollar, then removing dollar from E. We are not keeping the column fixed, but we are keeping the rows fixed. So you will see these rows will be referred only, column will change, it will refer to H column. Okay, but rows will be the same, 39 to 43. So you will see somewhere will not have the data, so it will take it as 0. Okay, so here we have varied the column. Now E will vary, and when I'll copy paste it here, the column H will be referred to, but rows will be 39 to 43. So you see in 39 H column there is no data as such. Okay, so it will be blank and here it will be counted up. Okay, so I am pressing enter so that we may see. Here we will get the same result because we are adding the things, but when we are copying this formula and pasting it here, then you will see why 130. Let me show you, because it is referring to these. You see now the column has been changed correspondingly because we have not fixed up the column. H column it has taken because we have pasted the contents in the H column only. So H, it has taken H, but the rows has been fixed 39, 40, 41, 42 and 43. So these rows are referred. Okay, so here we don't have any value, here we don't have any value, here we don't have any value, but in this correspondence we have 60 and where here we have 70. So 60 plus 70 is 130. I hope this concept is also clear. So we can use this mixed cell referencing in this way. Once we can fix up the columns, otherwise we can fix up the rows also. Okay, now let us move further. This you can fill. Operator refers to the symbol used in the formulas, and in this you need to write relative cell references with plus. Okay, and here is the calc. The function begins with the equal to sign, and the square brackets it is not. Arguments में we are using the round brackets which are known as parentheses, so it is false. Okay, these functions beta I have explained already, like from this area sidebar se we will be selecting up the functions, and these functions are having arguments. What are these arguments? That the values we are passing. Okay, so you see we can this is the format, like equal to will be putting up, name of the function will be writing like sum function, min function, max function, okay, average function, and arguments we are passing, we have shown earlier also, and we'll be doing practical again. Okay, so what all we can add, the values, you can use semicolon here or comma here. Okay, so once again I'm using from the sidebar, you will click on this sum function. Okay, like power function I have already demonstrated. Let us go with the product function. So when I'll double click it on, it will ask me to give numbers that are to be multiplied, like 3, 4, 5. You can add as many numbers as you want. Okay, so what will be the outcome? This. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the product. Fine. So you can give the values in terms of like instead of writing this comma, you can use semicolon also. That is also valid, that has been used in your book. Okay, again I'm getting the same result, though I have changed it, there is no problem. And one more thing that is important, that your function names and this things are not case sensitive, that you need to write product in capital only, then it will work. You can write yourself either from, if you are not using it from you can start typing. Okay, then automatically the option will come. See, it is coming here, so you can use it from here also, because it is open now, that is why it is not showing. So otherwise you can copy from there also, and you can provide the arguments. These are the arguments, these are the parentheses, round brackets are known as parentheses. Okay, so you can pass the values. So this is the function name is product, equal to we are putting, parentheses we are writing, this round brackets, and then the arguments. So this is the structure of this function, equal to sign, name, argument, argument 1, 2, and brackets also. Okay, so in this way we can write. I told you all the steps are same. Okay, so we can drag and drop also according to it, like I have shown you here, that if we are putting the sum function here, okay, so some function will apply it to a particular situation, then we can use the fill handle to drag and drop. Okay, we have done this practical of the sum function here. Okay, actually this sum product function is active, so once I'll need to click it here. Now you see this is the sum function. If I drag and drop, I will be able to fill the values. Okay, so in this way it will work. The same steps they have been explaining here again and again, that I have already shown you. Okay, you can use the average function also if you want to calculate the average. So how to use average? Average function is available in which, acha, one thing more I want to tell you, that if you are not keeping anything inside the cell, okay, then average will not be taken up. Means that particular cell will not be taken up, and that cell will be taken up as 0. Okay, so if you are going to calculate the average, where it will be residing in statistical category, so instead of mathematical you need to shift to the statistical. So here you will find the average function here. Okay, so of whom average you want to take out, like these. Now you see it is 0, 0, so it will not be counted. Fine, it will calculate the average of these two only, this will not be considered. Okay, so this is the average of the two. Fine, so what contents you can give it here, like you can pass numbers, arrays, references. Okay, so if there is nothing inside it, like you want to calculate average of these, so there is no data, so these cells will be skipped out. Okay, they will be skipped out. And steps it is telling, like from the functions, from here sidebar you need to click on the desired function category and select the given function. And after that what you can do, you can definitely give the range also, and otherwise you can select the numbers also. Like I am using average here again, so either I click it like this, comma, then I can click here also, so it will give me the average of it. Otherwise what I can do, I can give this range also. So it is totally dependent upon me how I am calculating it. Okay, then it is telling you to press enter key, use the fill handler. This is, I'm pressing enter and I'm using the fill handle also. In this way it will work. Okay, so now count function, you see it carefully. So beta, now we'll be doing this usage of this count function. So this count function is basically going to count the cells that contains numbers only. Okay, so it counts the number entries, date also it is counting, text representation, even if it is containing number, it will take it but it will ignore it if the text containing number, like I have written text, because in text also we can write numbers, so it will be allowed to write like this, but it will not count this particular. Okay, so let me show, like if I am putting this count here, so here we need to get the value. So I am giving the range, count these, how many they are. So you see why 2, because this text, although it is allowed because it can contain number, but it has been ignored. Why? Because text cannot be counted. Okay, so it counts only numeric values. Fine, if one function is there, like today function, that gives you date of today, so I am using this function, although it is available here also in one of the category. So but directly we can write it here also, I just want to show that. So you say it is today's date only. Okay, so if I now try to use the count function, again I'm clicking it, and now I'll be defining the range up to here. You see now it gives you 3. Why? Because this is also a number, so it is also counting it. Okay, now if you take the blank value, then what is the outcome? Let us take it again. So if I take the blank cells also, then what is it is giving? 3. Why 3? Because wherever the numbers are present only, it is accepting that only. So 1, 2 and 3. It is not counting this number because this is accepted as text, because text is a combination of characters plus numbers. Okay, so this is a text only, this is not the number. Fine, so it is telling you the same thing here that I have demonstrated. So these things are allowed, but text is ignored. Okay, so always keep this thing in mind. And if I write true here, true, that is a logical value. Okay, so true always has to be written in capital, then only it will be a number, then otherwise it will be a boolean. So now again I am using this count statement to show you that whether it is counting true into it or not. Yes, why it is counting? Because true will get converted to 1. We have seen this in the same video. So true will be converted to 1, and 1 is a number, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is giving me 4. I hope it also clear to you. So now let us move to next, that is max function. So if I want to calculate the maximum value out of this, let us say these values are there. So where is the max function? That is in the statistical category. So we are in the statistical category only. So here we can find max function very easily. So here I am with the max function. So here we are specifying the range, and when I'll press enter, so it is giving me 4. Why 4? Because maximum number out of these is 4 only. Okay, let us try the same on like I want to write a copy, I'm copying true here. Okay, so now we'll be using max function here, and true is 1. Okay, you see true is 1. So maximum number here is 99 out of these 3, 99, 95 and true means 1, so it is 99. So similarly we can use the min function. Okay, where is the min function? Here is the min function. Okay, so again I'm selecting the same range. Now you'll see you will get 1. Why 1? Because true is getting converted into 1, and out of 99, 95 and 1, the smallest number is 1. Okay, again it is saying it determines max function or min function, both they works on number and the logical values. True is the logical value. Okay, so if empty cells you are taking, it is ignoring. Okay, like again I'm showing you here, I'm taking the min function again, and now I'll be taking empty cells also, and after this you will get 1. Why? Because these empty cells, they are not containing any data, so they are ignored. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So this is the sidebar from where you are getting this function. So every time they are explaining the same steps, that is why the length of the chapter has been increased, same steps every time they are writing. Okay, that I have demonstrated you a number of times. So this is your min function. Okay, let us take a negative number also here, like I take -5 here. Okay, so now I will be taking out this min function again, and actually the alignment was there, that is why this -5 is coming like this. Okay, so I'm taking up to here range, so you'll see -5 is coming here. Why? Because the smallest number out of these four is -5. I hope it is clear to you. So here we have completed the min function also. Thank you so much beta, and mark these also. Average function does not count empty cells. Okay, and the general syntax of sum is this. Yes, it is true. Then min function returns the smallest number, and max function returns 0 if you do not pass any argument. Means if there are no values and still you are applying maximum function, so it will give you 0 in output. Thank you so much.